I lived in hell, in debilitating pain for 17 years with endometriosis. And I was able to educate myself and I was able to heal myself after enduring every month, literally dying. I've crossed over to the other side. I've had surgery. I've been lied to by doctors since I was 12 years old. And then periods are such a taboo, unfortunately, taboo conversation in this society, which I don't know why, because if there weren't for periods, none of us would be here, literally. So I'm working to change that conversation because there's great power in connecting with your body and your cycle. I got this message that I needed to be authentic and I could no longer hide from who I was or my pain if I wanted to heal. And I needed to see myself for who I really was. And so that became my mission to help others face their pain and see themselves for who they really are. And I demonstrate that through all my artwork. I have an art series about my journey, and it's a continuation for the next 13 years. So January, February, March, follicular. Then we change into summer, ovulatory. Then we change summer to fall, luteal, then fall to winter is menstrual. And so the phase, the piece of art that it represents is actually the entire cycle. So I can go through an entire cycle in January and make a piece that's still centered around follicular phase because I lived that entire cycle. It gets really interesting when you start to think about how we think of time and some of our programming and attachment to that. That's been another really cool part of the series is not just creating these pieces, but I'm living it. So I'm getting the messages as I am in those phases myself and then sharing it with others. And then, of course, having the resources of what do you do if you're really struggling and you are dying every month in your period, having those resources for people. I really love doing it. It's really my sacred practice. And it's also something that I just feel privileged to share. And it's something that I feel like people get to experience with me because I'm living it. They do take planning and I do zoom out a bit, but it's different than creating a collection about a certain message or a narrative. The message is what's going on with you right now and sharing that because you're a part of this. You and the collective is source, right? So it's like you sharing that. There's other people that are experiencing that as well, and it speaks to a greater understanding and connection with others.